Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Attorney Dan. Today, I want to talk about trademarks and the timeline to get a trademark for an intent to use application. So, this is part two of the video series. So, if you haven't watched part one for the actual use 1A video, go ahead and watch that one first. That'll give you a little bit more idea of what the timeline is for trademarks. And so this one is specifically is for intent to use 1B application. And these types of applications are you have a bona fide intent to use the slogan, the name, the logo. We can apply for it before you're actually doing business, and it can go through the examination process. And what they do is they give you kind of like a conditional approval. Once you start selling underneath the name, then we can send the proof into the trademark office and you can get your registration. Okay. And so this is the timeline. So we apply, we send in the application, they review it. And then again, it's got to go through the publication process for someone to oppose it. If there's no issues, it's going to go straight down to the notice of allowance. And then you can either file an extension request, meaning, hey, I need more time to bring my product or service to the market. You can do that in 6 months increments, and you get about 2.5 or 3 years total in 6 months increments to get into business with the name. You can't sit on it. It's not like domains. You can't just buy it and then sit on it forever. Okay, there's a time frame in which you must start using the name. Alternatively, if you are actually using the business from the time you do the application and before the end, you can actually file a statement of use, and basically what says, hey, yeah, I'm using the mark now, I'm using the slogan, I'm using the logo, the name, what have you, and here's the proof, right? And then they review the proof, and then if they approve it, and then you'll get the registration, and between the 5th and 6th year, you'll file a declaration, and then between every anniversary before the 10th year, you'll have to file the renewal. Okay. If they don't approve your statement of use, you'll get the office action. Sometimes like the proof isn't correct or they're not acceptable, and so you'll need to fix that. Going back up, if you get an application, you send it in and they review it, and this is the same in my previous video, but I'll just go through real briefly here as well. They review it, and let's just say there's an issue with the application. They'll send you an office action, which is kind of like a soft objection letter. They're basically saying, hey, we can't approve your trademark for these particular reasons. Now, it could be very, very easy to overcome, meaning, you got to correct this, or hey, this is more accurate. And so those are kind of a little bit more straightforward. The more challenging ones are if it's considered merely descriptive or similarly confusing to another mark, right? And so you have a couple options here. You can respond to it, right? And if they accept your response, you accept your arguments, then it will go to publication, and then you're issued a notice of allowance if no one disputes, right? If you do not respond, then you'll get a notice of abandonment. So sometimes you may not respond because it's very too hard to overcome. There's a low chance of winning or overcoming the objection. So sometimes applicants just like, forget it. We won't invest any more time and money into this, right? If you submit a response, right? Again, if they approve it, it goes to publication. They issue another office action. Hey, we're not totally convinced yet, and so prove to us again why we should let yours go through, right? And then you submit a response. Maybe if they accept it, then it'll go to publication, or if they reject it, you have an option to go to the Trademark Trial and Appeals Board to let yours go through. Okay. And then, if it goes there, it's kind of like a mini trial, and you have to make arguments as to why you should let yours go through. But this is a 1B timeline. Okay. Again, as of November 2021, the deadlines, the time frames are basically 6.5 months to get assigned to an attorney. And then if you get to registration, it's taken about 11 months. Okay. So if you're curious about where you are in the process, you can always come here, match it up against your documents that you received from the trademark office, and you'll know where you're at in the trademark timeline. Now, if you need help with your trademark, don't want to deal with all this, feel free to reach out to us and we'll see how we can help. Or if you want to learn more about trademarks, pick up my book. I'll send it to you for free. Just pay shipping, handling, and we'll send that to you right away. Okay. The link will be below, and I hope this has been helpful. This is Dan. Talk to you soon. Bye.